Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome to Rotor Talk Live, Season 7, Episode 48, DJI Air 3S video stutter issue solved. Hope everyone is doing well this evening. Got a lot of great stuff coming up here. And let's see here. I want to make sure. Okay, yeah. Well, I want to make sure my other screen's off here. Got a full house tonight. Jody's here, Drone Shots, Joe America. Let's see, Waypoint New England. Giggles FPV. Jaybird is here. Let's see who else we got. Art is here. Welcome, Art. John Flynn, welcome, John. Richard is here. Welcome, Richard. Let's see who we got. Joni Oki. Lauren is here. Welcome. Captain Ray. Welcome, Captain Ray. Hope you've had safe travels down here to Florida. All right. That's a good deal. Ron and Marcus will be joining me here in a little bit. Some housekeeping here. Last two episodes of the year, I believe in December 24th and December 31st, I'm going to have replays. One of them may be a compilation of a couple of shows, and the other one will be one of the better shows that we've had this year. So stay tuned for those. Again, that one is December 24th, which is Christmas Eve, and then December 31st, which is New Year's Eve. So there'll be replays of those shows. We are not going to be having a Christmas giveaway this year. Unfortunately, I just don't have the time to get that together right now. We're busy preparing. My family is coming down. When I say my family, my daughter, my son-in-law, and our granddaughters are going to be spending Christmas week with us. Okay, Christmas morning, we'll be looking at our granddaughters on Christmas morning and watching their wonderful surprise. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to be filming some stuff, so I'm going to share that with you guys, but we're really looking forward to that. But in other words, we got to get our house ready because they are staying with us. So we have to get the spare bedroom ready, move things around because Valerie's office is set up there. And I had a ton of work to do in our room. And yeah, my time is very minimal here and for doing things. But yeah, so that's the big reason why we're not having one this year. I'll probably have a giveaway, maybe first quarter next year or so. Got a lot of stuff. I mean, I have a lot of stuff. I got some chargers, some multi-chargers, just a whole host of things. Look forward to giving those away. So, Greg Pittman, good to see you, Greg. And I also saw, let's see who else. Michael is here. Welcome, Michael. Excuse me, guys. Wow. And Dr. Ted was here too. Okay. Sorry about all that. Okay. I hope you guys caught the DJI Mini premiere this morning with Ron, and I think Johnny was on this morning. I did not catch that. I am doing my due diligence for public supermarkets, and I'm working this week except for Thursday. Every day I'm working, and I have a very busy week coming up here. We have, just to let you guys know, in retail, and it's always kind of been like this in retail, we have what's called a blackout period, which means there's no updates that are done to our production systems. That happens several times during the year. One of them is Easter. Believe it or not, Easter is just as busy as Thanksgiving and Christmas in terms of sales for Publix. Obviously, Thanksgiving and Christmas. Those are the three times that we have blackout, brownout. They call them brownout sometimes because they'll allow some changes in, but it has to be super major and it has to be signed off by VPs and things like that. So, but anyway, that's just kind of like what our schedule. But still, for me, I'm doing things because next week blackout's over until Christmas, so things can go into production. So I'm getting something ready for that. But anyway, that's why I've been like busier than a one-arm paper hanger here. Okay, DJI Mini. All right, we're gonna get to that here. Thank you, Captain Ray. Valerie and I appreciate that because we're public shareholders, and when you're an employee of Publix, you get shares of stock as a bonus, and we really appreciate that a lot. So, okay, all right, let's go to the very first topic here, and it's a good one. DJI Mini came out today. We're gonna take a little bit of a look at this here. Carry less, capture more. High quality audio with stable transmission, 2-level noise 2-level active noise canceling, DJI Osmo audio direct connection for premium sound quality, automatic limiting to prevent audio clipping, 48-hour operation with case, small, ultralight, and discreet here, okay? And you can take a look and see here. There's a magnetic attachment. There's also the clip-on. There's a lanyard you can get. Take a look at them in use right there. 2-level noise canceling. Five-level gain adjustment, which is nice. Mono and stereo recording, which is nice. Safety track, extra assurance. There's the case itself. 48-hour battery case, 5-minute quick charge. Charge for 5 minutes, use 1 hour. That's a very good thing. A stable anti-interference 400-meter transmission. That's a good thing. You can see that's paired up with the Osmo ecosystem there. Easy wireless recording. A must-have app for DJI users is the DJI Store app. Okay, DJI Mic Series comparison. It compares the Mic Mini, the Mic 2, and the Mic in terms of features here. You know, we'll look at pricing on this, and I got to move the screen because StreamYard is not friendly for that. So let's go ahead and take a look at that here real quick. Okay. Now, for the Mic Mini, 2 transmitters and 1 receiver, charging case, $169. Mic Mini, 1 transmitter, 1 receiver, $89. Mic Mini, 2 transmitters, 1 receiver, charging case, mobile phone adapter, $188. Mic Mini, 1 transmitter, 1 receiver, mobile phone adapter with Lightning is $108. Mic Mini transmitter Infinity Black is $59. Mic Mini transmitter Arctic White is $59 as well. And there's Mic Mini phone adapter Lightning connection for $19. Okay. Well, this is great. I mean, you know, one of the things that I will say about this is, you know, the price point on this is absolutely fantastic. But for me, you know, it's the Mic 2. Excuse me. Where is it? Here it is. All right. The Mic 2 is mine of choice because you have the ability to record directly to this, whereas you don't with the Mic Mini. And I think for me, that's my Johnny. Welcome. Good to see you. Steve Janess, welcome. Good to see you as well. That's the Achilles heel for me with the Mic Mini. It doesn't have that ability to record on this. And so many times, for one reason or another, you know, if this is hooked up via Bluetooth to my phone or to the Osmo, or for some reason there's something interference, it always records here, and it's always fantastic. So, and it's super easy to, you just plug your USB cable in here, plug it into your laptop, your PC, or your Mac, and you download your audio files, and they're crisp, they're clear, they're exactly what you want. So, you know, you always have that insurance, so to speak, that this is always working. But it's a cost-effective solution if you're looking for something that you're not too concerned about recording directly. This is the one to get. And I think it does a fantastic job. The Mic 2, you know, it's I'm going to get the full set. That's one of the things. I was kind of hoping it would be on sale, but unfortunately it's not on sale during Black Friday. Go figure that. Yeah. So, all right. But anyway, that's a good deal. It's out today. It was released today. It's a great price. It really is. You know, if you're looking for a solution that you don't need to record directly to your transmitter, you know, the Mic Mini is a solution for you. It looks really good. It would be something that I would recommend. But you know, for me personally, I like recording to the receiver. So that's just me. That's not, you know, it may be different for you guys. Okay. All right. We're going to kind of move on here. All right. We're going to be spending, except for, you know, at the end, talking about the Air 3S and the resolution for the video stuttering. we're going to spend a lot of time talking about Black Friday because there's a lot to talk about for Black Friday. I mean, a lot here. And first thing I want to talk about is, okay, DJI Mini 4 Pro gets an update amid Black Friday buzz, okay? The update doesn't introduce new features. It reflects DJI's ongoing commitment to reliability and user satisfaction. Updates to the Fly app complement the firmware improvements, ensuring smooth capability across devices. Now, one of the things with the Mini 4 Pro right now, if I'm not mistaken, if you purchase it, they'll give you a year of DJI Care refresh at no charge. That's their Black Friday sale on the Mini 4 Pro. So, and you want to check that out. And by the way, in the description, there are links in the description via Amazon. The prices on Amazon and DJI are the same. You get the sale price on Amazon. So if you would like to help support the channel, which I would greatly appreciate, you can use the links in the description. They're down in there. And this is on all three broadcasts tonight, whether Bill, the technology reviewer, and Bill, the drone reviewer classic. So it's available and all. But that that is a good deal. Getting that for free. I mean that's a lot of peace of mind for free for that. So if that's something that interests you, you definitely want to look at it and take advantage of it. Okay. Next article here. Okay, DJI unveils fresh Black Friday discounts on mini drones. All right. DJI is adding even more excitement to its Black Friday offerings as the company rolls out fresh discounts on mini drones. The compact yet powerful DJI Mini 3 is now available up to 22% off, while the Mini 4K enjoys a 20% discount on Black Friday. And let's see if that will work. That's not going to work here. The Mini 3 by itself, just to get you guys a price on that, is $329. And let's go back here. And the Mini 4K right now by itself is $209. I mean, these are some great prices. So if you're interested in either one of those drones, now's the time to take advantage of that. And if you want to do it, I would suggest doing it sooner rather than later. Welcome, Ron. How are you, sir?
Hello, Bill. How are you tonight?
It's the Black Friday episode tonight.
I see you got some deals for us, huh?
Got some tremendous deals. And I'm going to tell everybody I took advantage of one of these deals, but I'm going to save that for a little bit later. But great show this morning. I didn't get a chance. I watched the replay. I didn't get a chance to watch it live.
Bill, I'm sorry I didn't reach out to you and send you an invite. I know it was kind of early. You know, Marcus and the market weren't even around either at that early hour.
No, I saw Johnny was on with you. You guys did a great job. Was
that the first time they've done an 8 a.m. Release like that, Bill?
Yeah, I'm real surprised about that. Well, you know what? DJI's never fit a pattern anyway, Ron. They've always marched to the beat of a different drummer. And, 8 a.m., 9 a.m., they've done 10 a.m. before. I mean, but mostly it's been 9 a.m. Eastern is when they do this. So,
yeah.
Why they chose that, I don't know. There's no rhyme or reason for that.
Maybe mics have different time than drones.
That's probably right. Now, right before you joined, I went over the Mini 4 Pro, and what's special about that is DJI is offering a year of care refresh for free on that.
Yes.
That's so so you're kind of saving
on the Avata 2 also. Same deal.
On the Avata 2 as well. Yeah, there's several that they're doing that on. Now, this deal, this is probably one of the ones that if you don't have it, you want to get it. And it's a tremendous deal. The Air 3 has a huge discount, and I mean huge, okay? The Air 3 with the RC-N2 is now $879, was $1,099.
Oh, yeah.
The Air 3 Fly More combo, the RC-N2, is $1,079, was $1,349. And the Air 3 Fly More combo with DJI RC2, now $1,239, was $1,549. And I got an announcement here.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay.
That's a lot of drone for $879.
That is a lot of drone. What I ended up doing today was DJI was very nice to me. They gave me over $100 in store credit for all my travails with the Air 3S. So I used that, combined that with that discount. I have a DJI Air 3 that will be here probably by Friday. I went ahead and purchased that today.
An Air 3 or an Air 3S?
An Air 3.
An Air 3. Okay.
Air 3. Because, and this is kind of leads to another announcement that I have here, is when I officially retire, one of the things that I'm going to do, and I've been wanting to do this for a long time, Ron. You know, the focus, I think, for me on my channel and a lot of what I do for my videos is they're more educational, you know, type of videos, trying to inform people of things and my experience. What I'm going to be doing Monday through Friday, because I'll have 5 different drones at that point in time, is I'm going to do a drone flight of the day. I'm going to take a drone that day, going to go out and do a flight. And it's not going to have, I'm not going to have my, you know, my tripod, my setup, all that stuff. You're going to see drone footage. This is all you're going to see. And I'll probably have some music in the background as well, too, like you do. And just because I've been wanting to do something like this for a long time. And I thought about it and I said, you know what a better way to go out there for a half hour, 45 minutes, go out there, film something, not only just the location here, but around the immediate area, nothing, you know, great in terms of length, and being able to capture some sights and sounds and things out and about in the community here. I think that's a good thing. I think that'll keep things. And then, you know, it's just, these are going to not be more than 5-10 minute videos, but I think I want to capture some things. I want to do more than just my clubhouse and, you know, my entryway here, which I do a lot, but I want to be able to do that. And I think that's a great way of doing that. And that's why, you know, one day Mavic 3 Pro, one day the Air 3, one day the Air 3S, one day the Spectre Air, one day the Spectre Mini, you know, just kind of toss things up here. And then
I like to do the same thing too. I like to find interesting things in my area within, say, an hour drive, and go visit these areas and capture some footage.
Absolutely. And then another thing that I'm going to be working on is the Neo. The Neo came. And with this was great. Oh yeah. DJI was also nice enough to send me a black ball cap.
Oh wow.
When my Air 3S did come today. Here it is.
Oh, the new one's here.
And we're going to get to that solution here coming up here in just a little bit on what happened with that. But yeah, I went ahead. 20% off that is a great deal. And you know, the Spectre Air is really the same thing as the Air 3. So it's going to be nice. I can do comparison videos with that as well too. I think that's really going to be well. So I mean, it really lends itself. Plus, you know, my friends from Lycus, I already have 2 Air 3 cases, and now I have an Air 3S case. So I'm all set for cases as far as that's concerned. So
cool.
Yeah.
No, that's a great plan.
So we're good on that score here. Okay. Let's see. Okay.
So when do you expect the new Air 3 to arrive? Next week?
Yes, it should be here. Well, it should be here
directly from the mothership.
Yeah, I ordered from the mothership because I had that store credit.
Right.
And it made, and I got it with the R2, and it made it a very attractive price. I mean, it made it just almost under $1,000 for that. So I was real impressed with that. Okay. And speaking of the Neo, Drone DJ had an article out there that it's back in stock now because it had been out of stock for a while.
Yeah, I made the announcement too, because the other day, I think maybe last night or something recently, that even on Amazon it's available. I mean, to order from, sold and shipped by Amazon, not some third party guy. Amazon, at least yesterday, had it. You know, the shipping them out themselves. The regular, the $199 kit and the $289 kit. are both available. Yes.
Yeah. Now I got the, for whatever better lack of terms, the Fly More kit with the 2 extra batteries in it and the charger and things.
Yeah.
So that'll be nice. And I also got, you know how you get, and I know you get them as well as I do, and I know Marcus does as well. That somebody wants to send me a front guard for the Neo to put it on and test it. So I said, sure, why not? So
yeah,
that's,
I mean, the only problem with those guards is for those FPV drones, sometimes they get in the camera view. Be wary of that when you're doing the
I was kind of thinking about that myself as well too here. So
because those drones typically have a pretty wide angle lens on them, and you know, it doesn't take much to get in front of that lens.
Yeah, and that's why I need to be real careful on that. Now, one of the things, you know, if you're a content creator, is, you know, I would say I would consider all of us are. There are some portable SSD Black Friday deals. SanDisk, Lexar, Samsung, and more.
Good names.
And the one that kind of stands out for me that I want to call out is Samsung. The T7 is, and I have that on order. It's a 4 terabyte, and I think it's $260. But it's the fastest out there. It has incredibly fast read-write speed on there.
Now, what size was it again, Bill?
4 terabytes.
4 terabytes. So you got plenty of room on there.
There'll be plenty of room on there. That's coming. So that's really going to help me.
I think it's important to let people know that these drives are fast enough that you can edit right off the drive. So
exactly.
If say you have a tablet or a laptop that doesn't have a very big hard drive, you can just plug this into like a USB-C port. You can edit directly off this drive and not see probably any slowdown.
Exactly. Now you can see right here. Here it is, $263.
What are the other sizes cost, Bill?
Let's see here. The 1 terabyte is $99.
That's a heck of a deal.
And the 2 terabyte is $149.
They're all
those are. Yeah. And what's nice about this is these are kind of like industrial grade. They're waterproof, dust resistant. I mean, you can drop them on the floor. It's not going to harm them.
You can take them out in the field with you.
Exactly. That's what these are rated for. So, you know, I got this to hook up to my smaller laptop. That way it'll make transferring things and using that so much easier. And I can
get a shameless plug in here, Bill. You could take a hard drive like this to the South Florida drone meetup and use it right out there on location, Bill.
Absolutely. Yeah. You wouldn't have any problem. But I thought I wanted to post this for everybody because I know, you know, a lot of times your hard drives on your computers, especially if they're for like not SSD, if they're mechanical, okay, they're going to be slower, and you're slower read-write speeds with those. With drives like these, they're generally faster. The Samsung is by far the fastest, and out of all these, okay, I put links in the description for them. But of all these, this is the one I recommend because I purchased this one. It's coming, and I'll get it here, and I'm really excited about this one. So I think it'll really be beneficial. Really help my workflow. It's something that I would recommend personally to everybody here.
Yeah, again, especially if you have tons of hard drive. If you have tons of fast hard drive, you're good. But you know, a lot of this, you know, again, video files, 4K 60 video files take up a lot of room, Bill.
It sure does. It sure does here. So now we have reached the point. Let's see here.
The point of no return.
Yeah, hang on. I want to get this up here because I want to have a bookmark for it. So give me a second here.
And folks, while Bill's doing that, later in the show, I want to question Bill about what happened to Steeler Nation last Thursday night.
No, we're going to talk about that.
But later on, we don't want to throw Bill off his game because I'm still trying to figure out some of those calls at the end of the game.
Yeah, I am too, and we will talk about that at the end of the show here. DJI Air 3S solution. All right, this was okay. And most of you know, and I got a little presentation I'm going to put up here, but most of you know, I literally spent more time on the phone with DJI and emailing them than I did with my Amazon issue with the Mavic 3 Pro.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow. That's
So there was this was a very heavy investment in terms of time. Both emailing and on the phone. And I also, before I get to the solution, I want to thank everybody, because I literally was sent dozens of different suggestions for solutions for this. And I really want to thank everybody for doing that. And just to let you know, no indifference to your solutions, I wanted to get a solution from DJI, because I sent them everything. And what I sent them was, I sent them the flight log from the controller. I sent them the flight log from the drone. I sent them the video file. I sent them the firmware, what the current firmware updates were for everything, including the Fly app, the controller, the drone itself. Everything they asked me for, I sent them that information. I answered all their questions. Now, it did take about almost 4 days before I got an answer back, and I got a very nice email from them. And I'll say this, okay, their initial customer service, okay, but when you get down deeper in their customer service, they do a great job. So
yeah, customer service all comes down to who you're talking to that day.
Exactly. Okay. And as you go down in the chain there, they're more knowledgeable about things. And because, the higher levels, what they are is they disseminate. Okay. They'll send you out to the proper area to talk to.
And for all you know, that person you first talked to, that was their first day in the job. For all we know.
Exactly. Now, I did get a reply back from DJI, and let's go over that right now here. Okay. Regarding the issue of screen stuttering during turns, the initial diagnosis is that it is mainly due to the frame rate selected for recording the video and display bitrate issue of the related platform, meaning what you play this on, okay, which was my HP 17-inch laptop over here. All right. Now, the second part, to improve this issue, setting the frame rate to 60 frames per second can improve this effect. Okay. So what I did here, I kind of took a step back, and with what they said here, mainly due to the frame rate selected for recording the video. And what I did was I kind of focused in on display bitrate issue of the related platform, meaning the PC that it was played on. So what I ended up doing was, all right, I have a HP Spectre 14-inch laptop, all right, and take a look right here. The refresh rate is at 60 hertz, okay? So what I did was, and let me get my Anchor adapter here. I got my handy dandy little Anchor SD card adapter, plugged it directly into the laptop here, okay, with the SD card from the Air 3S, and played the video, no stutter. I'm like, okay, all right. I think I'm on to something here. So what I did next was I have my HP Omen 17-inch laptop, and if you look at the right picture there, it has 165 hertz refresh rate, a very high and fast refresh rate. Now, I want to take a step back here. You guys probably remember I had bought one of those big Samsung curved monitors, and it had like a 300 something hertz refresh rate. It was insane. Mm-hmm. And the laptop I had that as well too. Well, it causes eye issues in terms of after looking at that, I would go out and look at things that should have been white and they were pink.
Wow.
And it's a known issue. So Best Buy was gracious. They let me return the big monitor back to them. No problem. I ended up getting 2 monitors here. HP, through a little bit of a tussle, I was able to get, they had an Omen just like the one I had, but at 165 hertz, which was half that refresh rate. So I went ahead and I purchased that. Okay. So what I did next was I went ahead and looked on the HP Omen 17-inch for the refresh rate. And what was it set to? 165. I went ahead, set it to 60, took my little SD card adapter, put it in there, no video stutter. So in other words, the whole issue with this was two things here. All right. My computer was too fast for the video. Okay. And that's what was causing the stuttering issue. Number one. Number two, and I'm going to kick this back to DJI. They've been great with me, and I really appreciate their cooperation here. And I'm going to outline that here in a second. But one of the things that they need to do is they need to inform everybody and say, look, for the Air 3S, because of the way they set the bit rate on it, you need to make sure that the computers that you play it on are going to have a refresh rate that's going to be work accordingly, like 60 hertz. Because if you don't, you're going to have the video stuttering issue. And this explains why some people had it and why some people didn't have it. It really was quite simple in and of itself once we figured this all out. But getting there was a real process because, as Ron, as you know, and as everybody else knows, I outlined everything that I did. And it was kind of natural for me because I'm a software tester, quality assurance software. So, I mean, it's you just keep eliminating things until you find the suspect. But kudos to DJI technical support, because they went in and they told me what it was without really telling me what it was, number one. And number two, they need to advertise this. When they sell the Air 3S, they need to put it either in, on their page about the Air 3S or out on a forum somewhere and say, please note that you need to have your refresh rate set on your PC to 60 hertz, something along those lines, because it will not handle it if it's at a higher refresh rate. You're going to have video stuttering. That's one, pure and simple with that. Now, I have to say this. One of the things that they did do was when I sent it back, I was very pleased. It took 5 days to get back there, which really kind of surprised me. I dropped it off at UPS on Sunday. The UPS store is open on Sunday. Obviously, it doesn't get picked up till Monday. Didn't get there till Friday. But one of the things that they did for me, because of everything that I had to go through, is they issued me a new Air 3S and had it shipped to me on Friday. I got it on literally 2 days, yesterday, Monday. Wow. Okay. Mm-hmm. So it came from Canada again, because, just that's kind of the way it is. They circumvented their process because normally you have to wait for that drone to come back, and checked in. And as Ron knows, it's like a couple of days before they actually, even though they physically have it, before they check it in. Okay.
Yeah, I just the same wait time in my Pocket 3 when I had to send it back in the spring.
Mm-hmm. So, lessons learned throughout all this. All right. The big thing here is, and I want to say this, I thank you for all of your suggestions. Unfortunately, or fortunately, as it may seem, it was something that they needed to look at the log files, and they made the determination from all of that. And they nailed it. It wasn't guesswork from them. It was 100% spot on. So, but I want to thank everybody for all your suggestions. Okay. I really do. I just I did not have enough time to try all of those suggestions, but as it ended up being, ended up being refresh rate, which it wasn't a computer problem per se. It was a communication problem on DJI's part. They need to put this out there. All right. They need to advertise that on the Air 3S, saying, when you play these videos back, your PC or Mac or whatever needs to have this kind of a refresh rate. Otherwise, you're going to have video stuttering. And that's it, pure and simple.
Yeah, I mean, as a longtime Mac owner, I don't even manage refresh rate on the Mac. I guess it does it for you.
Yeah. I see. I don't know about Mac.
I must do it for you because, again, I don't even. I mean, I know about refresh rates of TV, but in the Mac, it just always seems to. Yeah, Richard was asking why did it stutter on YouTube, but somebody answered me. He said maybe because you upload the video from a computer that was 165.
That's the answer for that.
Along, from the laptop.
Yeah, and that's exactly what it was. That's a great question, Richard. But thank you, Ron, for answering that. It's because it was all done on a laptop that was going to stutter, and because it stuttered when it was loading it, I mean that's how it comes out. So that's why that happened. So
and Johnny's question here said nothing was actually wrong with the Air 3S. Correct.
that is correct, John.
I mean, the only thing, Bill, is the only we do have to say is something has changed from the way the Air 3 basically, I guess, would you call it, encodes the video that creates this refresh rate problem that we didn't see on any other DJI drone before that, right?
Correct.
Something changed.
I would have thought, for example, the Mavic 3 Pro, because I'll consider that the flagship here, as far as consumer drones is concerned. If there would have been an issue, and this is what I had said in several videos about this issue here, it would have cropped up in one of my other drones, being like the Mavic 3 Pro. Now, I did know they did advertise with the Air 3S something about bit rate. I don't have the specific.
Yeah, I know it has a slightly slower bit rate than the Air 3 did.
Yeah, and I think because of that played into this here, and I think that was the key, combined with me playing it on a computer that had 165 hertz refresh rate, which was just too fast, and that's what ended up causing the stutter. So the problem's been solved, and I wanted to wait, and I had a number of people ask me, and I'm sorry I didn't get to it till now. As I explained earlier, we're getting our house ready for company for the holidays coming up here. And, we're spending every waking minute other than at work doing things around the house to get ready for, my daughter, my son-in-law, and our granddaughters to come. We have a lot of work to do to do that. So I don't really have that extra time. So I didn't get to putting a video together over the weekend. And I just wanted to save it till Tuesday night because I wanted to kind of get the message out there and get it out to everybody that, it has been solved. The problems is taken care of. And I'm going to be taking a new Air 3S out for a first flight for the third time. So that's going to be fun.
But I guess the bottom line here is, Bill, if anybody was waiting to buy the Air 3S to wait to see how this issue turned out, go ahead and order it now.
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and order that.
Don't hold back. Go ahead and order it.
Don't hold back. The big thing is check the refresh rate on and it's real easy. You right click on your display and you go to display settings, and then there'll be an option to check refresh rate. And that's what
if you're on a Mac or a tablet, you don't even have to think about it.
Yeah, you don't have to think about it on there. And with this, that's what it is. So yeah. I mean, it really, I feel so much better about it now that I know what it is. And I know with this Air 3S, it's going to be golden. I'm not going to have any problems with that. And the other nice thing is they told me one of the things that I was concerned is because this is the third iteration of an Air 3S that I have, I purchased Care Refresh. And they said it's automatically been applied. So when you fire that up, everything's going to be fine. You'll be covered under that, which is really nice. And I have to say that they really kind of went the extra mile for me, and they did quite a bit of things that they normally don't do. So, all in all, to DJI customer service, customer care support, thank you for everything that you did. I really appreciate that because as I told them, I said, one of the things, I want to be able to communicate. I reach a lot of people, and a lot of people make decisions based on things that we talk about on this show. And I want to be able to give them correct factual information. And, I want to be able to say, look, this is what caused that. And that's what I told them. And I replied to them. I thanked them profusely. And I told them, I said, I'm going to be going in depth on this on my show because it has a pretty wide distribution. So people will find out about this and know what this is. And that they can go out there now and buy an Air 3S and not worry about video stutter, knowing what the cause of this was. So, I mean, and it really was a matter of simple deduction. As soon as I got that email from them, I went out there and I tried it on my small laptop, and I'm yipping and hollering, and Valerie's like, "What's going on?" I says, "It works." I said, "What works?" And I said, "Give me a minute." And then, I went on my other laptop, plugged it in there, boom, it was working on there. I said, "I've solved the problem." She said, "Really?" I said, "Yeah." And I told her. So it trust me, and it feels very good to get this addressed and get this taken care of.
Yeah, I'm finally glad you were able to find a resolution, put this issue to bed.
So, if you want to go out there and get your Air 3S right now, go for it. The other thing I can tell you too is it's still only available on the mothership. I went out there and I checked on. Well, it's Adorama had it, but then they're waiting for stock, so it's out of stock with them right now. Same with B&H Photo. It's out of stock.
Anybody could take pre-orders without having stock. You and I could take pre-orders without having stock. So that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, and Best Buy doesn't even have it. Amazon doesn't even advertise it. So the only real place to really get it right now and get it shipped to you is through the mothership. Now they are having one of the things that I did find out today, Ron, with ordering just about anything, they're offering free expedited shipping on anything that's over like $100.
DJI.
From DJI, directly from the mothership, it's free expedited shipping. I mean, I'm going to get the Air 3. I should get that by Friday. I mean, I don't know where. I assume it's probably going to be coming from
Black Friday's coming, huh?
Yeah, Black Friday's coming. So, and yeah, talk about. I had made an eye doctor's appointment without thinking. I'll make it for Friday. Yeah, that's fine. And then I realized where my eye doctor's appointment was. It's right over by the mall. And in Florida parking lots are some of the poorest designed parking lots in the face of the planet Earth. All right. Over there, Valerie has said once she went over there to do Christmas shopping, it took her literally almost 2.5 hours to get out of that parking lot over there. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to reschedule my appointment. Not going to do it on Black Friday.
Bill, that's a word to the wise. Anytime that you schedule a doctor's appointment, say end of summer or fall, if you just say, give me any appointment you have, they're going to give you Thanksgiving week or Christmas week, because nobody wants those appointments. So if you don't watch it, that's when you're going to be scheduled. Oh, Marcus is here.
I got a dentist appointment tomorrow. Does that count?
Is it near a mall?
Not really.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just saying, I had an eye doctor's appointment like a genius. I scheduled it for Friday, and it's right near the mall. And I'm like, I looked at Valerie. I said, what was I thinking?
Seriously, Marcus, you'll be going over there in the heaviest travel day of the year tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm like, no, we're not going to do that. We're just going to take a nice pass on that. That's
my younger brother just got a hold of me, and he went to Costco today. He lives in Phoenix, or Tempe to be more exact. Mm-hmm. And he said there were cars 20 deep waiting to get into the Costco parking lot. He said he turned around and went home.
Wise man.
Good grief. Well, I know today I got an email from Sam's. I didn't go by there, but somebody said, like in one of the local Facebook groups for the area that we're in, so don't even think about going to Sam's today. And it's Tuesday, not even Friday. Okay, I'm like,
that's because the deals are already. They don't wait for the Black Friday for deals. The deals are already in place now. So
yeah. Well, the ironic thing is, and this is something I find a great deal of irony, and it's not just it's retail in general. You don't have to go to the stores anymore to get these deals. You can get them online. Yeah. But people still go in stores. It just blows my mind why they do that.
People like tradition, Bill. Yeah. Hey, now that I got you two in here, I want to ask you two. Has anybody ordered the DJI Mini yet?
Not going to happen here, Ron.
Same for me.
But Marcus, you usually always order the minis.
I love the form factor of that. I'm going to get serious for a second. I love that form factor of that mic. And I think for some people, it's probably a pretty good deal. But I typically like to record to the mic. Now, the other issue is the Bluetooth connection. If you buy just the mic and the little charge thing, and you're relying on that Bluetooth connection to your DJI product, whether it's the Action camera or whatever. Now, what I've found with that Bluetooth connection is there are times, even when you are facing directly towards the camera, you'll get dropouts. And if you block at all, if you turn away from the camera, it's going to drop out. You're going to lose audio. So without that backup recording to that little mic, I don't know. It just isn't going to work for me. Now, I'm sure if you use the receiver, the Wi-Fi on the receiver, I'm sure works much better. So it just depends on your use case.
And Ron, I'm exactly the same as Marcus, and I kind of let in with a mic mini tonight before you guys joined. And I said the same thing. I mean, this is a great price point. It's for that. For what it does, it looks like a good product. But for me, I'm just like Marcus. Okay, the Mic 2 is it for me because I can record with this.
You know, truthfully, I was talking to Johnny today. The only thing that I've got the Mic 2 as well, but I still have my Mic 1. The only thing that the Mic 2 does for me, Ron, is that button to turn the camera on and off. Really, if not for that, the original Mic 1 is all I need.
Because you don't get your 32-bit float.
Yeah, I don't even know what that means. I mean, I'm just not technical enough. I'm not doing a studio recording.
D-Log for audio.
Yeah.
And
Billy did a video on that, so what it is and everything. I mean, it came out when the Mic 2 came out. But no, I'm just like Marcus with that. Okay, you know, when I'm out there and I'm in the field, okay, because I've had it happen to me, almost similar to what Marcus said. Sometimes, all right, that connection that I have, like if I use the adapter, okay, the receiver, and put it on the or the transmitter and put it on my smartphone, sometimes it'll lose connection that way. And then also sometimes, if I do this, pair it via Bluetooth to my phone, sometimes that'll lose connection as well, depending upon, where I'm at and things. But if I have this record button on, I'm getting quality audio the whole time. I don't have to worry. The audio is the last thing I like to worry about because, well, when I first started doing drone reviews, okay, I would have to reshoot some things because the audio was just horrible. Okay.
Right.
I don't have to ever do this now. I mean,
bad audio use the horn us all. Another downside, Marcus, is you cannot plug a lavalier mic into the Mic Mini. Like
that's a good
Mic
point.
1 or 2.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you really want to go stealthy where nobody can see you have a mic, the lavalier mic's smaller than the Mic Mini, and it costs a lot less. Go ahead,
Ron. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh, go ahead.
If they had put even just a small amount of memory in that little mic, even say 2 hours worth of audio would be plenty for me.
Yeah.
I would have bought the little single mic version and used the heck out of it. But as is, it's just not what I need.
And I think what a lot of people don't get is this is what I call a step down product. This is not meant to replace the Mic 2. This is purposely downgraded technology because of the size and the pricing. So I think people get confused. I saw people confused on launch party this morning. They were asking about what they were hoping this would have new features and more features in the Mic 2. And this is not a replacement for the Mic 2 in any ways. This is for somebody looking to get into wireless mics at a low cost and a low size. Yeah. So just like the Mini 4K, people got mad at the Mini 4K because it wasn't better than, say, the Mini 4 or whatever. People don't understand that these products, everything DJI releases isn't meant to be the greatest.
It's to fill a niche.
Yeah. They think every product they release should be the best product they've ever released in the category. They don't understand that they're trying. You see, DJI does it backwards. Most companies release the consumer product first, and then they release the better product later. But DJI puts the better product out first, and then puts the more low-cost consumer price out second. And it confuses a lot of the customers. But Bill, on the good news side here is you complained about the Air 3S not being available at the Amazon or anyplace else. From what I can see, as far as the Mic Mini, it was on pre-order earlier today, but it will be available on Amazon and Best Buy.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, Bill, can you put John Coopy's note up there again? His comment. It's about 6 or 7 up there. Hey, John, listen, not all of us can afford those expensive Rode mics like you have. You've already got it. Rode. I mean, my God. So why are you messing around with DJI? Come on.
Hey, John, look real hard. There may be a Mic Mini in that Power Station backpack you just reviewed. Maybe right in one of the pockets.
That was a great review. Coopy does a damn good review, doesn't he?
Now, but, you got to be a younger man like John Coopy to carry that thing around your back, hike it all over the trails.
Absolutely. Well, the whole thing with the Mic Mini is this, and I think you guys nailed it on the head. it fits a niche. It's a price point for them. Okay. It's a introduction. Okay. And if you like it that much, you might say, you know what, maybe I want the ability to record so you can upgrade to a mic too. DJI is so smart. Okay. Because, you'll be able to sell that. Somebody be able to sell that for like, half of what it's worth. Buy this from me for like $80 or whatever. Okay. And then you go ahead and you get a mic too. I mean, it's smart. It's smart.
Look what my cousin Dre is saying.
The new Rode Mini is cheaper than DJ. Dre, exactly how much cheaper? I think the Rode Mini was, well, I don't know if you talk about the whole kit or just one single mic, but I don't think they were much cheaper. Dre, what can you put the exact pricing up for us? Well, I got an Amazon window open here. I'll get it up right now.
Blue Eddie. Okay, this is real interesting. Blue Eddie approached me this week to review. They have a backpack power station portable solution. Okay, and
I got just talking about
to review that. All right, so I said, sure, I'm interested. I said, what's your criteria? They said, well, be prepared for 1 to 2 revisions to your video. And I'm like, you know what? Sorry, I don't do that. Okay. I said, I will review it on my own. I don't want your input. All right. It's going to come directly from me. That's what my viewers and subscribers want. They want an honest review from me. They don't want it filtered through Blue Eddie's lenses. So I said, pass. I'm going to pass. I'm not going to kowtow to you guys. I mean, you give me the Blue Eddie, that's fine. I'm going to give you an honest review. I mean, and if you don't want that, go to somebody else.
Dre put the pricing as $149 for the Rode Minis.
I'm serious. If you get a chance, Bill, watch John's review. He did a fantastic review of that product.
Okay, I will. I didn't. Yeah, I will definitely do that. That's very interesting. So and I want to let everybody know there are a lot of great deals right now, and those same deals can be found on Amazon as well as mothership at DJI. And almost always, I got Marcus, I was telling Ron, I ended up buying a DJI Air 3 today because of the good price on it.
Not the Air 3S, just the Air 3.
I got the Air 3S
Rotor also.
Okay. I got an Air 3 as well. I ordered that today. The 20 had 20% off. Plus DJI gave me almost $200 in store credits. So I paid a little over $1,000 for it. The Fly More kit with the R2.
Bill, I could have gave you a better deal than that on my Air 3.
Yeah, I was going to say I would have sold you one for a screaming deal.
Yeah, I gave you a better deal, Bill, slightly used or whatever, But
yeah, I had that DJI store credit and it was burning a hole in my pocket. So what can I say?
Right. I hear you.
I was impressed with them. But overall, bottom line is, with the issue and everything, DJI did go out there. They did go out of their way and take good care of me. And I want to pass that on to everybody. You have to work their system. Okay. And, whether it's phone one day, email one day, chat one day, be flexible and, make sure you get bounced to the correct person, because a lot of times you'll spend 20 minutes explaining your solution. Well, let me get you to the relevant department. Okay. And I'm like, no, just get me to the relevant department right away. Let me tell you what's wrong in 5 minutes. Get me there. Don't put me on hold for an hour or whatever. Get me to the right department. And once I got to the right department, people understood my issue. They knew what was going on. They were very articulate, very well spoken, and answered my question. And I was very appreciative of that. So, lesson learned from all of this, it wasn't really there. It wasn't a fault with the drone. It wasn't a fault with my computer. It wasn't a fault with an SD card. It was the refresh rate on my computer. It was set to 165 and it needed to be set to 60. And after that, it works. So, and that's why it was an intermittent issue, because a lot of people had a computer like mine, high refresh rate, and it was stuttering. Okay. And that's why that happened. So problem is solved. And I'm so happy that I now have an Air 3S, and I'm going to take out for my quote unquote first flight with an Air 3S, which is going to be fun, but I'm going to enjoy it. And I'm looking forward to kicking back and, it's not going to be an issue anymore. And I'm really happy about
Hey,
that.
Billy, Wally Drone World's asking, did you get your drone from the DJI website?
Yes. Yes.
And Bill, maybe the first person you spoke to at DJI Custom Sport, maybe that was one of Mike Tomlin's relatives.
It could be. I don't know.
Hey guys, is there any place that you can buy the Air 3S now other than direct from DJI?
Not
No.
new or
Adorama had it,
whatever,
but they were out of stock and they're taking pre-orders. B&H was the same. Best Buy does not have it. Amazon does not have it. So it's really now shipping. It's really fast. I went out there and I looked. It's like 3-day shipping to get an Air 3S right now. When I was out on the website,
and some people in the chat room are predicting, that since we probably won't see the Mavic 4 until next year, that this may be the last drone that actually ships to the U.S. The Air 3S.
I'll tell you, I'm just going to say if you want one, I would order it because we just don't know what the future brings.
Absolutely.
A bird in the hand.
A bird in the hand. I agree.
Absolutely. So, any thoughts as we wrap things up before Thanksgiving here, guys?
Well, my thought would be that that little Mike Mini, whether you buy the Solo or the kit, that would be a good gift for maybe somebody at the holidays that's looking to get into a wireless mic, but they don't necessarily need all the bells and whistles of the mic too. So, and what is it? $59 for just the mic itself? That a Bluetooth record to things like your phone and simple devices. Again, people that not for people who own the mic too, but for beginners, or maybe you're just like a little, what do you call it? Like a social media TikTok guy, or whatever. You don't need all the fancy bells and whistles, something like that, maybe right up your alley. So keep an eye on it. Marcus, you have some thoughts?
Well, I was just going to say a social media influencer like you, Ron.
Well, I'm not too prevalent in TikToks and the Instagrams.
Yeah.
My goal for 2025 is to become bigger on TikTok and Instagram. And you know how much work that'll take? No work, because I don't have any presence now.
Yeah. Hey, so to your point, though, I'm going to get serious again for just a second. So you make a good point, because a lot of people that do those kind of videos for TikTok and Instagram, they do very little editing, right? They're just making a video. They cut off maybe some off the front, off the end.
One cut, Marcus, or whatever.
One cut. So while you and I are used to adding audio and post-production, etc., syncing in audio, they don't do any of that. So having that receiver that, whether it's to their cell phone or to their vlogging camera or whatever, yeah, that Mike Mini might be.
They're not walking 100 feet away from their recording device. They have the recording device right in their hand.
Exactly right.
The Bluetooth won't disconnect at 2 feet.
Yeah, and my point is easier for them to edit too. They'll just edit it on what's DJI's little editor, Lightcut or whatever it is.
Yeah, Lightcut Mimo.
Yeah, and then they just go ahead and upload it, and so they're
big, and they're much bigger stars than we are.
Hey, Marcus, take a look.
Oh, you got it. Oh, good deal.
Oh yeah.
Bill's gonna take over social media next year with that little Neo.
Yeah, we're gonna do
vertical video now.
I'm gonna go on. I have an active Instagram account, and I drop. I'll put a picture out there or a video clip, and I'll put a nice description with links. I mean, you have to copy and paste the links, but it still works. But I'm going to go out there and start using that for putting some more shorts out there.
No, I'll do the same thing, but I'll do it once every 6 months, so it means nothing.
But I use Instagram all the time. I mean, okay. I'm out there every day.
Over there.
Yeah. So, I mean, for me,
I go over Instagram and I don't see anybody that I know. I see all these feeds of stuff from nobody I know, nothing I care about. So I never last more than a couple minutes on it. Jay Bird, the Starter RC hard cases are affordable, for the Air 3S.
Yeah, and I just got mine from Lycus. It's depending on what they have two options. They have one for $49 and they have one for $99. One for $99 can hold up to 7 batteries. The other one for $49. Lycus makes a great case, Jay Bird. They are out on Amazon. I highly recommend it. I'm going to do a review on the one for the Air 3S. And again, I put a short out about that. They are different. Okay. So you have to get the one for the Air 3S because it's cut out differently than the one for the Air 3 because of the gimbal and everything. So just as an FYI.
John told me that the Air 3S fits in the Air 3 Stutter RC cases. I haven't actually tried it yet because I've been using just the case that came with the Air 3S so far.
I just figured out why Bill got that Air 3. Christmas for his son-in-law. Figured it out, Bill.
That would be nice. He would be getting a very nice gift, but he's not going to be getting that gift from me. Andy, I love you anyway, but no.
Marcus, he's getting the mic. He's getting the Mic Mini.
One of the things I promised my granddaughter is I would take her out and fly. She could fly some of Grandpa's drones. So, I mean,
yeah, she's gonna be flying Neo.
About that.
Hey, one more comment, Bill. A little bit more serious. With that Neo, manage your expectations. It is not. The video on it is nothing, no great shakes, and it's not going to fly a million miles. But for what it is, and if you use it for what it is, essentially, I look at it as kind of a toy. It's a riot. It's a lot of fun.
Marcus, I've been using that as my cinematic drone.
That's one of the things that I'm really gonna approach this with is just have fun with it. That's what I want to do, and that's why I'm going to get it out and going and get some videos out before before our guests, quote unquote guests, my daughter and granddaughters and son-in-law come down, so I can get well versed in that. So I'm going to get my 5-year-old granddaughter to fly. She's really. I talked to her this weekend. She's real amped up about that. Real excited about that. So, but I want to wish everyone a very happy Thanksgiving. Everybody have safe travels. Be mindful on the roads because there's a lot of cuckoo crazies out there anymore. Just pay attention to your driving. Hope you have a very pleasant and happy Thanksgiving. Hope you have good health. I've had a number of Thanksgivings where I've been sick. So we're feeling good. Everything's going good here. We're having Valerie's daughter and her husband over for Thanksgiving, just them. Real nice. I like that. But I'm working the whole week. So that's our plan. That's our plans for this week. And I want to thank you guys for all you guys for your viewership. We really, all three of us, we do not take any of you for granted. We thank you for your participation in the chats, both Drone Nation here in Rotor Talk. You guys do a fantastic job. Keep up the great work. And as I said, the last 2 episodes of the year on the 24th and the 31st, they're going to be replays of shows from during the year because that's Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve. So, and if you want to, feel free to drop in and watch the replay, enjoy yourselves. And there'll be an active chat so you guys can go ahead and chat with that as well. So, again, guys, safe travels. Have a great rest of your week. And as always, it's a great day to fly. Take care. Have a great rest of your week, guys.
Happy Thanksgiving.